This is my serious jam out face.
Oh, yeah, I felt the seriousness. Mine was just more mellow, I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good, right?
Yeah, I think so. You have serious and mellow and a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Hmm.
Welcome everybody.
Hi.
Uh, if you stumbled here on accident, this is the Adept Icarus YouTube channel, and we are going to play Rue From Ruin, which is a maybe sometimes scary, maybe sometimes lonely, maybe sometimes deadly werewolf role-playing game. Where often you will play by yourself, but you can also play with a small group and kind of share the actions of the protagonist, who is, in fact, a werewolf.
Ding.
We started this like, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right?
Mhm.
This,
Yeah.
this playthrough. Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it last time. Yeah, I'm excited to find out what happens next.
Me too.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm Will. This is my channel. We it's like it's the house organ. It's the mouthpiece for Adept Icarus. We make TTRPGs and then we talk about them here all the time. So you're here. Good job. And this is Katie, who is the co-designer of Rue From Ruin and a wonderful person.
Ah. Some days.
Some days.
Some days.
Hello in chat. I am. And I think next we should tell folks a little bit about how we came to be where we are before we continue the story. Don't you agree?
I do agree. So I can just tell you what's happened so far. So our name is Emil Schofhausen, and we were on a hunt for Nessie with our good buddy Ainsley. And while we were doing that, a few things went awry. We got hit maybe with Nessie's tail. We're not quite sure. But when we woke up, there was no Ainsley, no Nessie, and we were a werewolf. And that was totally grammatically correct.
Yeah.
And after that, we went looking for Ainsley. We had a broken appendage at the time, so we tried to find a doctor. He looked a little funny, so we said no. And then we found another guy who used fancy wood and wrappings and fixed our arm for us. Uh, After that, we went looking for Ainsley, and we just were so angry that we couldn't find him that we wolfed out. There were campers. We decided to tear down that tent because campers shouldn't have tents. They're just in the way. And then after that, we calmed down. We went back to looking for Ainsley. We caught a scent. He was near the edge of town in a pub. But we got in a fight, and we really tried to defend ourselves with our favorite screwdriver, and someone took it in the brawl. So we no longer have a screwdriver, and also still no Ainsley. We're still looking for Ainsley. And that's where we're at.
It seems like we should find Ainsley.
I feel like we should find Ainsley.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could look at that. Maybe I should share something for us to look at.
Yeah. Maybe.
Let's get to the character.
Look, it's us.
Hey, look. So, here is Emil, a former department store clerk from Switzerland. Remember, it's the 1920s, so we have to keep that in mind as we're kind of creating the fiction for this little story here, right?
Mm-hmm, true. I should have done that in a radio voice.
No cell phones. You could have totally done it in a radio voice, and it would have been mostly appropriate. Did they do radio voices in Scotland in the 1920s? I think
I imagine they did, but I don't know how that would pair with a Scottish accent.
I would
Truthfully.
I would be really interested to hear that. Now I'm gonna have to go look like in the archives and see if you can find anything like that. It must exist, right?
It's gotta. It's the
Yeah.
internet.
It's the internet. It exists. Of course it
Yeah.
does. Okay. Well, let's move on then. So what is our next moon phase?
Let's see. We got into a fight. I think. Hmm. Are we on full moon? I feel like maybe we're on full moon.
Well, it's marked as waning crescent.
Yeah.
Waning
Fine.
crescent. Are we going to maybe new moon next?
I think, yeah, that would be the rules of the rules, would be new moon next.
The rules are the rules, and the facts are the facts. Okay. Let's go to a new moon. Is this our first new moon?
I believe it is.
Yay. Okay.
Done it.
Well, let's do new moon things. So I'm just pulling up our game steps document here. In a new moon, first off, we have to do our evaluate step. So I'll show that really quick. So we have this little flow chart over here that you can follow. So first off, it's a new moon phase, so we're gonna check for in-game conditions. Those are having 3 insights, which I know we do not. We need to check our rage and make sure that it isn't 0 or 9, which I also believe
it is not. We're at 7.
We're at 7. That's pretty close to 9, but not quite there. Okay. And then once that's done, we can go on to trouble upkeep. So if there are any trouble ticks to mark, we can do that. We'll come back to the sheet. We have no ticks to mark. It looks like they're all full on our moon phase clocks here. So that's actually a good thing. It means those troubles can be completed, potentially, if their other requirements are met. Okay. So no trouble ticks. Travel items, we don't have any of those. And trouble effects, we need to just review them really quickly. So as a reminder, you want to read them? Tell them what we can't do.
As a reminder, what we cannot do right now is we can't improve any of our attributes, which are our top physical things in that little green box up there. We can't change any of those right now. We can't change our rage either. We are permanently stuck at a 7 until we figure this out. And because of that, we currently have to commit a random act of violence because our rage is at 7.
But only on a full moon.
Only on a full moon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sounds like we really need to track down this betrayer because it's kind of hindering our progress.
It is.
So that is it for our evaluate step, and then we are going to move into our betrayer step because they get to do some stuff. The first thing we have to do is check if we don't have an active root trouble, but we do. That's our track the betrayer trouble here. So we're good on that. And then the betrayer gets to take an action. They get to roll their special betrayer dice, which I think they have a D8? Oh,
we're at
no.
D8 now.
They have a D8. Okay. All right. So the betrayer is already getting more betray. So let's go ahead and roll that dice. See what happens.
All right. Let's see. I'm
You have a
rolling.
D8 handy?
I do on the internet, and the internet is always
internet.
right. Yeah.
Oh, we have some of. I forgot we have a cool little thing we can use.
It's true. I already rolled it.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
a
Tell us what you got.
I got a 1. And so we're
Okay.
just gonna go ahead and up that betrayer dice immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
It immediately went to 12, huh? Okay,
It,
well, I'm not going to do whatever I just did there because that feels bad. I will move
Ainsley
it to
just
12. Yeah.
is getting more.
Senses danger. He's getting nervous. He's gonna try some new things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
More drums, probably.
More drums. Okay. I'm gonna close that. All right. Well, that is our betrayer action. And so now we come into the U step of
Mm.
our game steps, which in this case, because it is new moon, we don't have to check to see if we shift into wolf form. We in fact don't, because the moon's power is the lowest at this time that it can be over us. And so that's good news. But we do need to advance our moon age, so we could do that. And this is the first time that's happening, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I can just grab one of these little dots and we will put in the first moon age dot right there. And we'll keep moving that along this track as we go. But for now, we're in the first spot. I don't believe there's anything special associated with the first spot, but maybe we should just double check.
Don't believe so. I believe that all starts when our second moon age goes by.
Third, actually.
Yeah. Oh, third. Yeah, you're right. Counting.
Okay. Counting is good.
Mm.
All right. Back to the game steps then. So we're continuing with the new moon. The new moon then says we get to choose 2 actions. That's pretty cool. I like taking actions. The types of actions we can take are listed here on the character sheet. So we've got all of these things that come under new moon. And we also have the ones that are under other, or no, sorry, all phases. All phases in new moon. Those are the ones we can do. So we can overcome, which is to try and overcome a trouble, which is usually pretty great. You can do that anytime, as long as you meet the requirements to overcome the trouble. We could try and increase, but we can't really try and increase our means or our touchstone unless we resolve our trouble, because our trouble is stopping us from doing that. It's also stopping us from lowering our rage. We could try and start looking to find a new item, a treasured
it's our screwdriver.
Yeah, since our screwdriver's gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a rough loss. Okay, I'm still mourning it.
It is. Yeah. I mean, not everybody has a screwdriver. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in the 1920s, like.
It's a commodity.
Do, but probably not everybody.
You know, probably more.
Tools?
I feel like maybe since it is 1920, probably more so then than later.
Yeah, you don't think like today everybody has a screwdriver?
I'm gonna go with no, probably not. Just it's a feeling I have.
Yeah, fair. We'll go. I'll trust your feeling on that. All right. Well, or we could look, which will enable us to like do better search later on if we wanted to potentially. But I don't know. What do you think? What should we do?
Here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that maybe we really get a track on this betrayer, and maybe we overcome our first trouble here so that we can get a little less angry.
Yeah, that does seem good. Okay, so in order to do that, we need to pass an instinct test. So we have 4 potential requirements for any trouble. This one had a moon phases requirement of 3 moon phases passing. That's happened, so we're good. It has a cost of 1. We'll get into what that means in a minute. And it also has a test of instinct, but it doesn't have any rage requirements, so that's nice. So really what we need to do is we need to see if we can pass this test. If we can pass this test, then we can pay the cost and we can overcome this trouble. But if we can't pass the test, then what are we even doing?
We're
Right?
not passing tests.
No, we're not
That's for
passing
sure.
tests. All right, so it's an instinct test. We have a D12 in instinct, and I don't have a D12 on my dice roller. So you want to roll a D12?
I got this. Ugh,
Okay.
D12.
Looking for a 4 or higher.
We've got a 6. Yes.
Hey, that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Just needed to be 4 or higher.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so we passed our test. Now we have to pay the cost. So in order to track the betrayer, we need to give up something from our character. This cost us something. So it could cost us, like we could break our power over this, right? Seems excessive, but it's something that we could do. We could lose an item that we lost in the process of trying to do this thing. We could lose an ally over it. A lot of reasons why that could happen, but we could talk through it if we decided we wanted to do that. Or we could lose a rank in one of our attributes as we get a little worse at something for a little while.
You know what? I'm having deja vu because I feel like we lost our screwdriver to overcome this
Yeah.
already. And we actually did overcome it, and we're just reliving life now.
I don't think so. I think I don't know how we lost the screwdriver, but I don't think it was to this. Was it?
I think it was.
Oh, okay.
We're just reliving
Well,
this. I mean, we could lose another thing just to
yeah.
demonstrate.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
This was here.
I was wondering
We were
what the black line was for. I was like,
we were playing around with this over the last weekend, and I think we made a mistake. Okay, well, that's okay. So we can do something else. We don't have to overcome. Because
Hexeter's
we
put it
can't.
perfectly, though. It's Wolf Hog's Day.
It's Wolf Hog's Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That belongs on screen. There we go. No,
I
not
feel
that.
like it does.
This.
Oh,
It's Wolf Hog's Day.
Wolf Hog's Day. Bill
Okay,
Murray.
well, let's do something else. You know,
we should do something else. Yeah.
we should lower our rage.
We should.
I'm
I
feeling
agree.
ragey over this Wolf Hog's Day scenario, and I think we should lower our rage.
I think you should take a deep breath, and I'll just take one with you, and
You ready?
just move it down.
Okay.
Here we go.
We'll move the rage down 1 to 6. That's going to change some things for us.
Yeah.
We need to look at that. So let's go look at rage. When you have rage in this range here, this lighter colored range, 3 to 6, some things get a little better for you. So we're going to lose that trouble about the random acts of violence, which is awesome, because that means we can get a full moon action from now on. And it also means that our touchstone is going to go up by 1 rank.
Yes. Love a good touchstone.
Yeah. Should we just...
We'll just,
you
boom.
put another line on top of that?
Look at that.
That works.
It's gone.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'll move the touchstone up 1. Touchstone is a D12 now. That's pretty good.
What a sweet, sweet spot to be for rage.
Yeah, it is nice. This is where you want to be if you can manage it. Okay. Well, here or lower, I guess. But not too low.
Not too low.
Unless you
get
do
too
want it
low.
to be too low.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to have none rage for a long time, unless you want the game to end.
Well, yeah, unless you're just really done, which you could be at some point.
That is an end game possibility. You get to no rage,
Mm-hmm.
the game will end
Mm-hmm.
after 2 moon phases without any rage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we still have one other action we can take. What do we want to do for our other new moon action?
Your chat is cracking me up. What do we want to do? What? So we've lowered our rage. And so now max rage. So good.
Good times.
All right, we're not going to choose. We're just going to sit and giggle at what everyone else has
Yeah,
said.
right.
Don't even worry about it. Moon
Yes.
options. We could. We could.
We could gain a new ally. We have so many allies already, though. We
We
could gain a
do.
touchstone. We could look.
Why don't we look? I feel like
Let's
looking.
look.
We should look because we have a
Yeah.
D12 betrayer, and I'm concerned.
That's right. We should be concerned. We need to find
Just
them.
look. Yeah.
Okay, let's look. So look has a little table associated with it. We get to roll our means and our wits. Ooh, not really great at that, are we? And then we get to choose the preferred result between the two. So, yeah, that's 6 and an 8. I can roll both of those with the tool here, I think. Maybe.
I
We'll go with
believe in you.
D6 and a D8. Oh, wow.
Wow. That got really aggressive.
It really did. So we could go with the 6 or the 8. Let's go with the 8 because that's just a better result.
It is a better result.
Yeah. So what that means is, so it's because we rolled an 8, there's a table associated with this. It's a solo game. There's lots of tables. That's kind of part of the fun, right? So next time we search, which is one of these things you can do in other moon phases, we will get +3 to our next search. So we could maybe just mark a little +3.
Maybe we found like a really good footprint. It was just so clear.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Or just a whole trail. Like we got out of the pub. The screwdriver's gone, but Ainsley left his footprints all over that.
Yeah. You're writing along here?
I'm
no,
gonna. I'm totally gonna right now.
We're not ready.
It's time.
It's not time.
No,
it's not time. No,
I'm not gonna do that. No,
okay.
I'm waiting.
We did our 2 actions. We did our 2 actions. Now we're into the conclude step. Because guess what? It's time.
It's time.
So we have an optional step in the conclusion of a moon phase to journal about this phase. So we're going to do that because it's kind of fun. Plus, Katie always writes interesting stuff. But
interesting is the correct word, I feel.
Interesting and enjoyable. Yeah. Yeah. Left the pub, saddened from my loss of the screwdriver, of course. Spotted a trail of size 13 boot prints. Ainsley. Ah, yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
And then we also, we reduced the rage too, so the pub. Yeah.
Yeah. This is so cheesy.
I like it.
Perfect. There
With
we go.
a deep breath and a drink in my belly, I felt my rage fire lower as I strode toward my purpose. Okay. And then the next thing that we need to do is roll for our new moon phase. We just need a d6.
That's
and
it.
Just a d6. I'll go ahead and come back up here so we can see the moon phase that we're currently on. And we'll roll a d6. Is this only roll 6s? I have to
What
know.
is happening?
Okay. No, there are other results.
Okay.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay, so we rolled a 6. It's even. So that means that we are going to move forward
2 moon
2
phases.
spaces. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to move to the waxing quarter moon, which has a moon resistance of 2. So our moon resistance is going down as we're getting closer to the full moon, which will impact some rolls and things as we potentially make them. So let's see what happens. None rage. Trouble in the rectory. Oh my gosh.
Just telling you.
You guys are the best. I love it. Okay. Um, let's start a new moon phase, should we?
I think we should. So
Yeah.
back to the top. Let's
Yeah.
check our end game. We're
Yeah.
not there.
No.
We're not there.
No.
We don't have 3 insights.
No.
We also are not at 0 rage or 9 rage. We are in that comfortable 6 rage. We're good. Let's see. Do we have troubles? We don't. We don't have troubles.
We actually don't have any troubles right now, which is kind of troubling.
That in itself, yes. Are we that happy right now? Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah. So therefore, we don't have to tick anything to troubles because we don't have anything. There's no effects. So
that's true.
We're gonna move on.
Okay.
To the Rue trouble, which we can't get right now because we need an insight.
Okay. So we're short an insight in order to get Rue trouble.
We're short an insight,
so we have to have
keep
one
that in
insight
mind.
to get the next Rue trouble. So we just finished Track the Betrayer. It's the first Rue trouble. The second Rue trouble is Find the Betrayer. So, yeah, that's coming, hopefully. But we need an insight. So there's a few ways to get them. We can work toward that.
All right, we've done that. Let's see. Next thing. Let's see what Ainsley's up to, shall we?
I think we should. With that big old D12 of his.
Big old D12. I don't know. All right, let's see. We rolled a 9.
A 9?
Cool. So
oh, well.
9. You remember how...
We spoke too soon. We spoke too soon. We spoke too soon. Okay.
All right.
So we're going to gain a new trouble, huh?
We are going to gain that new
Would you
trouble.
like me to roll for this trouble?
Yeah, I think you should. We're going to roll on a table. Surprise.
Yeah. Big surprise.
Big surprise.
We have a D66 table for troubles. So I'll make yellow the first 6 and orange the second 6.
Perfect.
Okay.
30.
So 31.
Alrighty. Let's see. Oh joy. Oh, I love it. Our trouble is a childhood rival. That's so fun for us.
That is fun for us. Okay. So a childhood rival is going to come back into our lives. Let's grab a copy of this and just plug it in up here. I will delete those because I don't like them. All right, so childhood rival. What is the effect of a childhood rival?
Let's see. Let me tell you. First off, sadness.
Sadness.
Not really. The effect is rage +1 every full moon. I hope they don't stick around too long.
And we're almost to another full moon right now, so that Stinks. Okay.
That does. That's so
What
cool for us.
what else? What
Cool.
else?
So what else? It's got a clock.
It has a
Uh,
clock.
it does. It's 2 moon
Oh,
phases.
2 moon phases. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
We're in trouble.
We could. Wait,
Yeah,
I
I'm just gonna
don't know. Maybe not.
put that there. Okay.
Cool.
So
Good
we've got
news.
2 segments in our clock here, and we'll have to fill them both before we can resolve this trouble.
I'm a
Yeah.
little stressed. It's fine. Good news.
Yeah.
There's no cost because we don't have an insight. We're at a lower difficulty level for our
That's
trouble.
nice. That's
So
good.
there's no cost.
Okay.
However, the test is touchstone, which actually right now we're sitting so good on touchstone.
Okay, a touchstone test.
And no rage.
No rage requirements. Okay.
No rage requirements.
So we just need to wait for these 2 to go by. Then we have to make
Uh,
a successful test, and we can resolve this trouble. But in the meantime, we'll
mhm.
gain a rage every full moon. Goody.
Yeah. And I'm gonna throw it out to chat to name our childhood rival.
Yes.
So
Please
if
name our
y'all
childhood rival.
please name our childhood rival, and I will write about our childhood rival.
Yeah. But we have to continue this
We do.
turn in the meantime.
Continue. In the meantime.
Yeah.
All right, so that's cool. That came from Ainsley. Ainsley sent this childhood rival. I am almost certain.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Really?
Feels very directed.
It does. It feels almost personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know? All right, so let's see. We are on the crescent quarter gibbous, so our next step is to see if we're gonna wolf out.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the reminder on that is we need to roll our touchstone plus our moon resistance, and we need to get greater than or equal to our current rage. So we need to get a 6 or higher.
Okay. Well, our touchstone's a D12.
Hmm?
Would you like to roll that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so afraid.
Yeah. At least you get +2 for the moon resistance.
Oh, goody. I rolled a 7. So even without the moon resistance.
Oh, yeah.
We're
okay.
good.
So we got a 9. We're good. We're not gonna wolf shift this time. Good. Okay. Well, that makes it easy. Now we get to do actions.
It's yes. We do.
We have a couple types of actions here. We can overcome, which
Mhm.
we actually can't because we just got this new trouble and it is not ready for us to overcome.
Mhm.
We can search or we can travel. We do get +3 on our first search attempt because of the time we spent looking during the new moon.
Mhm. Should we do that? I feel like we should do that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do that first.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, searching. We get to roll a couple of things. We get to roll sense and wits. This one will work a little bit different.
I'll roll the wits.
Perfect. And I will roll the sense.
Ugh.
We got a 2. Will, roll better.
I did not roll better.
Well, I
What'd you
did
get?
for both of us. I got an 11.
An 11?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, couple options, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could take, so this is a cool thing. So we get to choose basically which dice we want to use for what. If we choose Katie's 11 for the search roll, then we're going to get an insight, which is pretty sweet. If we don't choose Katie's roll and we choose my roll, and we add +3 to it and it's a 5, then we go to the find table and we use your roll for the find table, which would net us a new ally for free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty inclined to go with the insight myself.
Honestly, same. It's such a lucky roll with our
It was a really
+3.
lucky roll.
Like we put in the work. I feel like it was fated. We need the
Yeah.
insight.
Yeah, we put in the work. It's worth it. Okay.
Mhm.
So insight, going to the insight tables. Our first insight is about the wolf, our wolfiness. So this is going to tell us a little more about it. So we need to roll a d6. Would you like me to do that so that
Yeah.
the fine folks at home can see what I roll? Keep me
Roll.
honest.
Keep us
Rolled
honest.
rolled a 4.
4.
Wolf.
Did
Okay.
it really tell us anything?
Debatable. All right. Well, let me grab one of these. And we will put that in right here. We might need to update these. Wolf. Okay. So it's just a single word. It's a prompt. And we can determine what that prompt means as we go along. But I think in some way this means that this curse, this disease, this whatever this is that has turned us into a werewolf has something to do with actual wolves, probably that live here in Scotland where we are right now. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have an insight, and we lose our little +3 bonus for
That's
search. I'm
okay.
just going to move that off to the side for now, or I'll just move it up here.
There we go.
Just in case we need it later. And we can still take another action, right?
Wow, that was just such a productive action that I kind of forgot. We
Yeah.
could take another action.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We could search again. I mean, we don't really need to travel. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should search again.
Yeah.
I can roll the 6 again?
Yeah, roll the 6 again.
Okay. Well, I got a bad one again.
Oh my gosh.
What'd you get?
I got a 12.
You get a 12?
Really? I super got a 12.
Wow. Okay. Well, that doesn't happen every day.
No.
Should we get another insight?
I mean, the fate wills it.
Yeah, I think so. So that's going to be a D6 again.
I'll go see what we got.
Roll a 4. Okay.
Wow. Zealous.
So, zealous. Yeah, so this is an insight about the betrayer. They are zealous. We can decide what that means as we go along as well. It's kind of up to us as the player. Okay. Cool. Well, we have 2 insights. We're really moving. That's never happened before.
It really hasn't, truthfully.
Yeah.
Wow. Emil's just having some luck here.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Well, that was our 2 actions for the moon phase. What's next?
The next thing that we have is...
I could go back and show the...
We checked moon. We did our actions. Guess what? It's time to journal.
Oh, we checked the moon. We didn't shift. We did our actions. Optional journaling. Okay. What are we journaling? Right. Did we get a name? Is there a consensus?
There's no consensus. There are just a lot of names. We have Justine Plod, Bill Moon, Rue McClanahan, Stephen Daigle, and I feel like I just need to cobble something together, like just Steve, Bill, Moonahan. I don't know. That's so bad.
Just Steve Billahan?
Just Steve Billahan. There it is.
Okay.
All right. Just Steve. And it's always with a V, right? Never with a PH.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Steve Billahan. Yeah? Just Steve Billahan?
Mm-hmm.
Old rifle sitting. Sitting.
A couple of the examples from chat here. Justine Plod was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Moon. Rue McClanahan. Stephen Daigle. Let's see what you're writing here. Just Steve Billahan, my old rival, sitting on a stool just outside an old shack I pass every day. Oh no. No one knew except Ainsley. Ugh, Ainsley. So just Steve? No, just Steve.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what's an old 1920s saying?
I don't know. I bet chat knows one.
There we go. I'm going to say rattle his cage.
There you go. That's pretty good.
All right. That, but we got it. I just want to move this. Is that so much to ask?
Should we just make it a little wider?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, no.
But the background, the background.
The background.
Ah, there we go. Cat's meow.
Got it. Okay. The cat's meow. Yeah. Very nice. We could do 2 columns, I suppose.
Could.
Let's make this
Probably a good idea.
At some point, yeah. Okay. But the good news is, running into Just Steve must have put us into some kind of contemplative mode, where we were able to, like, stop and think and gain some pretty good insights. Maybe partly through searching, but also partly because we remembered some things that we might have forgotten. And staring at this stupid, stupid mug, I realized something.
Let's see. What was the zealous? Okay.
Zealous, yeah.
Okay. There we go. There's our optional journaling.
Very nice. Ainsley. He really did think that Nessie was the cat's meow, and I don't think it was just because no one had found them yet. Okay. Excellent. So we're probably onto a new moon phase here pretty quick, right? Need a roll?
Yeah, we need to roll. Roll that d6 for us.
Let's see how far we're going to go.
Hopefully 1. Oh.
Nope, we're going to go 2.
Okay.
We're going 2.
We're going right to that full moon, aren't we?
Right to the full moon.
Ah woo.
Ah woo. All right, let's do a full moon. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so for full moon, we still do the same initial steps. So we're going to check our end game. We don't have any end game conditions. That's okay. We're going to check our trouble upkeep, which we do have one. We're going to go add a dot on one side of this clock to represent some time that has passed as we noodle on what we could possibly do to either just let the childhood rival blow over and past us and not care about them anymore, or maybe find some other way to resolve the issue. Yeah, something.
Give him a wooden nickel.
Give
Although
him
I
a
guess
wooden nickel.
the
Yeah,
saying is don't take any wooden nickels and don't do anything stupid, but maybe the opposite could
sure.
apply here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So we got that, and then we need to move on to our betrayer actions. So we are going to gain a root trouble because we have 2 insights.
We are,
Um,
which is
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, very cool, very cool. So we're going to gain the new root trouble.
Perfect. I'm gonna go get it.
Go
So
look it up for us.
We're on. Find the betrayer.
Find the betrayer. Okay. What's that
All
do to
right.
us?
Well, we are getting really hyper fixated on Ainsley, which, you know, honestly, at this point, is probably partially due to just Steve showing up.
Hmm.
So the effect is as we become hyper fixated on our task, we take little to no joy from allies and items. So no bonuses or effects from allies and items.
No bonuses, effects from allies, items. Okay, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is.
What else do we know about this root trouble?
All right,
Does
we
it have
know
moon
that
phases?
there's no moon phases.
Oh, sweet.
Don't even have to worry about it, and I love it.
Oh, I can't select the thing. There we go. I'll just copy one of these down in here so we know there's nothing to do. All right, what about the cost?
The cost is 2,
Yeah. Okay. And the
and
touchstone test?
the test is wits and instinct.
Okay. Any rage?
No rage.
Okay. That seems doable.
Yeah.
So we need to make this test and we need to pay this cost.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can be done with this.
Yes.
Paying the cost is going to stink, especially because we're going to lose some effects here. So let's go look at those effects. So we are going to lose our +1 moon resistance. Oh no. We're going to lose all of our moon resistance stuff that we have.
We
And
really.
we're going to lose 1 touchstone as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take the touchstone down, and then we'll just represent the moon resistance with our rolls when we need to take that into account.
Mm-hmm.
We have to just play it flat, whatever it
Yeah.
currently is. Okay,
Which
that's
is
easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Hexeter says the clock example is helpful for the understanding, so I'm super glad.
Yeah. We're trying to make that a little clearer in the rules as well, because it's, you know, there's some stuff you have to figure out here for sure.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just now noticing that our background color is bad. I'm changing it. There.
Background color is bad.
Yeah, on the stream.
Oh.
It was like all sunny and happy. I'm like, no,
Oh.
that's
We
wrong.
don't. Not at this juncture. We have a
No.
childhood rival. We're very
Yeah.
hyper fixated. Where the sun has no place here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad you fixed
Okay.
that.
Continuing on our full moon phase, right?
All right. Continuing on, full moon phase. So we have gained our Rue trouble. Ainsley. It's Ainsley's turn. Ainsley gets the
It's
spotlight
Ainsley's
for a
turn.
minute.
You're gonna roll that big D12 again, huh?
D12 again. Let's see. Low number. Stop. Let's see. I rolled an 11 again.
Uh-huh. Advanced
Oh,
actions.
advanced actions. So I'm going to roll the
Uh-huh.
D12 again. What am I
Good,
going to
good.
do? Good. Yay. It's what we wanted.
No.
Stop it.
What'd you get?
He traveled overseas.
Oh, what a butt.
It's gone
Okay.
now.
Uh,
Fine.
okay, we have to figure out where he went.
Yeah.
Like we need to know for the character sheet, but we don't need to know for like our character doesn't actually know exactly where he is yet.
I'm gonna throw it out again to while we work through more of the steps. Chat. Where's Ainsley going?
Yeah, overseas. So not. I'm gonna say in this case that's not Europe.
Yeah. He has to go away from Europe. Other than that,
Yeah. Yeah.
freaking Ainsley.
Where has Ainsley gone?
All right. Well, we're at the full moon, so we're a wolf.
Yeah, we are.
We're wolfy.
I'm gonna
So
get
we can
that.
do a few things.
Yeah. Full moon actions. Those are the
Mhm.
things we can do. We
Yep.
should look at those. Okay. So full moon actions, we can start to increase our instinct.
Mm-hmm.
We can start to gain a new power.
Mm-hmm.
We can rage, increase our rage, which I don't think we need to do anyway. Oh, we didn't check our trouble thing. We should have gained a rage.
We should have. You're right.
Yeah, we can do that really fast. We'll gain a rage. We will lose a touchstone. Oh, how the mighty
Wow.
have fallen.
Wow.
And then we're going to get this nasty trouble back, which I'm going to just make this disappear.
See, look how helpful that
The
is. The
random
bar
acts
can
of
go
violence.
on and off. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Woo.
so we have random acts of violence, which means we actually can't do anything. So we have to figure out what random act of violence we do.
What did we do?
Yeah.
What do you think, Will?
What did we do? Do you want me to make another column of text?
Yeah, I'm struggling and I don't know why. Thank you.
Yeah, let me just delete. There. If you start at the top.
All right.
Oh no, did it go away? I did it. Here, hang on. I got you.
There we go. Beautiful. All right. Full moon again. Here we are.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
No takers on the.
No takers. I don't know. I'm gonna write in hopes that something comes along where we as people know, but Emil doesn't know.
Yeah.
Where Ainsley's gone.
Where did Emil travel to away from Loch Ness, Scotland? That's overseas. From away from Europe. I have something in mind if nobody comes up with anything better, but Oh my gosh, if you're watching this and you didn't like the video, you should like it.
You should like it.
I forget to say that sometimes. We like it when you like it.
Hmm.
There are some really good words that we could use. Did you see them?
I did. I put
Okay.
one in. I did put
Okay.
one in.
I'm going to zoom in and start reading this now.
Perfect.
So, full moon again. I was just trying to get just Steve out of my head. Just Steve. And I was in the process of getting zozzled. I felt my bones do that familiar cracking. I heard just Steve's voice promising again to be around, and I couldn't keep that calm I'd found after figuring out where Ainsley had gotten to. But he ain't here again. I had him. Glass shattered, and I finished my transformation. Everything turned brighter with my wolfy eyes and took off.
Took off. Let's see. Where did we go? What happened? What violent act have we done this time?
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't have anything for that either. Maybe we I'm looking at the fun words to see if there's something there. Yeah. Maybe we corked a couple of barrels of beer.
Okay.
Yeah. And like wrecked them, and the beer just went splattering everywhere from out behind this place where we were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk wolves are great wolves. Wow, the quote of the night, I'm sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Okay. Well, we need to roll a new moon phase.
Yeah, we do.
And then that's probably a good spot to end for the night.
I think so. We're wolfed.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a new moon phase. Great.
Yeah. Let's see which one we go to, and we'll go ahead and mark it. Let's see. D6. We're going to go 1.
Great. We're gonna go on. Cool.
So we will go to the waning gibbous moon next. You could probably put that in the journal. Next phase, waning gibbous.
Next phase. Yep. For notes.
Yeah. That way we can delete it later, but that'll tell us where we pick up next time.
And then
so
we
we're
won't
coming
have
back.
Wolf's Hogs Day.
Wolf's Hogs Day. Yes. Yeah. Nobody wants Wolf's Hogs Day.
No.
We're coming back.
We are.
When are we
Wednesday.
coming back?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Woden's Day. Okay.
Wednesday.
All right. We'll be back, and we will see if we can figure out. We do need to figure out a place for Ainsley to have traveled to. So let's put in. Fortaleza, Brazil.
Perfect.
Yep. So we'll have to figure out if we can get to Fortaleza, Brazil, and catch up with Ainsley again.
Yeah. Maybe get our
resolve a Rue trouble unless we're in the same place as the betrayer. So
it's true. Maybe we can do that. We're gonna see.
Yeah, maybe we can. All right. Well, it's been fun, everybody. Be sure to please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And what else do we need to do? We need to, yeah, get them frequent flyer miles, of course.
Yeah. We
And we will wave. We'll wave goodbye.
will. We will.
I'm
Bye.
going to use this
Parade
hand and
wave?
then try and find the spot to end the stream with my left hand very
I
awkwardly.
believe.
It only takes seconds.